Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and I actually have two layouts there as you can see, and I might even go to a third. It really depends on how long these take to put together. There's not a lot to be done here, so I'm hoping they go quickly. But these are from my trip to Denver, so all of these layouts were done in Canva, and all I have to do is drop in some ephemera, embellishments, etc. You can see I use some digital papers here. Those are ones I just had on file. I have a whole external hard drive where I keep digital scrap files, so all those papers are part of that. And then obviously I had pizza over here. I know in my food bin of stuff I have pizza things, so I'm hoping I can find something fun and easy there. And then I do also have a bunch of theater and arts type things. I have stamps, so I could stamp if I wanted to, but I have cards and embellishments and acrylic pieces and all kinds of stuff. So we'll see what I end up using for these two. Alright, so I have grabbed out my bag of food stuff, and in there I've got puffy stickers, ephemera. I think there's a little bit of chipboard in here. You can see there's some wood veneer. I'm going to look through here and just see like what could I use for this side, for the pizza one, and then I will move on to the theater one after this. I have pulled out several things here. I have these stickers from Pipsticks, love them. They are a little bit foiled, which adds a nice bit of shine on there, which could be fun and definitely pizza oriented. I've got this thing here from Doodlebug. It's a 3D embellishment and it's a little cutesy, but it would take up the space nicely. So there's that, and I really don't have any other plans to use it for anything right now. I've had it a long time. I feel like maybe I should just kind of use it up for this album maybe, since there's not much else happening. But then I've got a bunch of ephemera pieces, plus I have a plastic baggie here that's all phrases, and I know there are some pizza phrases in there, so I could use those as well. So I think I'm just going to try to figure out, like, if I use this big piece here, could I then use maybe one of the labels with words like here, or would that be too much? I'll play around with it and see. I did decide to go with the 3D option for the pizza there, and I still have this left, so I could use the little slice and the heart for something else, which is fine. And in order to fit that in, I did have to hang it off the side a little bit, so I do need to cut off the excess here. So I can do that. That's super easy. There we go. All right, so that's what we have there. And then I do want to figure out if I have a phrase that might work. I'm not quite sure how it would look right up next to this if I did it here, but then there's not a whole lot of room down here. So I don't know. I'll look through there and see what I find, and maybe it'll stay as is, and I guess I can just be okay with that. I just realized I guess I have the option of also doing some washi there, and then like maybe layering a phrase on top of the washi. So I don't know. I'll start here and see where it takes me. Well, I did find something that I think will actually work. I have this one that says pizza night. It's even green, so it kind of matches the pizza because I have green peppers on it. And I think I am just going to overlap it there. And I think that's all this one needs. And then it's ready to go, and I can move on to the theater one. This one is now done, and it's in the page protector, and I'm happy with that. It didn't take a whole lot to put it all together, but I like the way it looks. So now I can move on to my one that says out of town, or out on the town when I went to the Buell Theater. So the first thing I did for this one is I got out my theater stuff, and I looked through my 3x4 cards to see, like, was there anything I could cut down that would vertically fit in here? No. Everything is too wide, even though those are 3x4 cards. Like, the phrases tend to like go across the entire card, so that's not going to work. But move this here. I do have these. These are all from the same set. So the digital files I bought came with, I don't think they came with any background paper, but they came with the pocket cards, both 3x4 and 4x6, plus an elements pack. So I have a bunch of them printed and cut. Now these aren't all of them because some of them I have already used. So there are more than what you see here, but I'm going to at least go through there and see, is there anything that I can make work in this space? And actually, if it overlaps a little bit in here, I'm totally fine with that too. So here you can see all of the pieces laid out. This is what I have to work with if I don't want to reprint, which I don't really want to, so this is it. And those big circles, too big. I already laid out a couple, like they look weird because this is so tall and narrow, I think, so I can't use any of those. So I think it's going to be whatever's over here or these phrases. I mean, this one might be okay, but the circles were too big. So this is what I have here. I've got some red and black happenings, so that's all fine. A little bit of gold, but not as much. And I do have, hold on one second, I do have these super sparkly, let's see if I can find them. Super sparkly red and gold stars. Okay, I found the white ones. Those would work too, I guess. But where are my red and gold ones? I know I have them. Hang on a minute and I'll find them. So apparently I used all the red ones. I don't have those left. I have white, I have silver, and I have gold available. Probably the gold would be best, not the silver. So we'll remove those. But then I forgot I also have these from Allie Edwards. There might be some in here, like even this one that's kind of a very, very pale yellow, but with the gold outline. That might work too. So I'm gonna just like take all those and play around and see what I can build here. I have looked at the gold stars and they feel like too much on this page, so I'm not going to do that. So anything that's over here is now gone. Not doing it. But I like this piece of ephemera here, and then I like the idea of having 2 stars, one up here and then one down here, and really then it gives me 3 items, an odd number, which tends to be more aesthetically pleasing, so I like that. So I think that's what I'm going with. I just have to figure out where exactly to place those stars. For this one, I think I like this arrangement. Now, it's not a visual triangle with these items. I still have 3 items, but it's not a triangle. But I like that they're all on a diagonal. I think it helps lead the eye across the layout, which is great. So I think I'm going with that. That's all I need for this one. But I realized this video isn't that long yet, so I could do my next thing. And I thought it was a full layout, but it's not. What I have is my ticket, which I wanted to put like on a 3x4 card and then make it as an insert. So this would be on the front and I'd have to come up with something on the back. But you know what? Then maybe I can use one of these on the back or something. So done with this one. I will put that in the page protector. Actually, I can do that right now. And then I can move on to figuring out how to do my ticket as an insert. When I was looking at this is what's going to sit next to each other. So when I was looking at the ticket, I thought, okay, what do I want in the background? I think maybe red, just to pull that out a little bit more. So I did grab my red scrap so I can hopefully find something in there. I'm thinking almost maybe this grid one that's in here, and I can put the ticket on top of it and embellish from there. So the ticket would not fit this way without me having to cut off more, and then I lose what it says, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to face it this way, because that way at least you can read Denver Performing Arts on the top, and then this can be sideways and that's totally fine. And I think I'm going to move it over maybe a little bit, and then I can fit either another white star there or something there. And then the other side, I don't want what it says there obviously. I will use one of my 3x4 cards that I already have cut out. And I know I've got some purple on the next layout. I can't remember if I have blue where like this one might work. I think the black and red might be a safer bet, but I'll have to look at that at what comes next before I choose what's going to be on the back side here. I put a white star in there and I like that, but I don't feel like it's enough. It feels kind of flat to me given what's happening over here. So I have pulled out some enamel dots and I'm going to use some black ones on the card as well. There we go. I have this card all put together. I love how the enamel dots just add something to it. It just makes it feel a little bit more textured, a little more 3D. I feel like it goes better with what's over here if they both have some of that. So yay, happy for that. Now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to attach whichever card of these I decide for the back side. I've decided to go with this one. So now I just really need to get these lined up as well as possible. And I realize they may not be perfect. I may have to cut off a little bit if they don't perfectly match. Let's see. Looks good from this side, but how about over here? Nope, see? A little bit too long. I don't know why the cutting isn't always perfect, but whatever. We'll just cut off that extra part. It doesn't hurt anything on there. Now let's look again. So there's that side, there's this side. Everything looks good. Okay, so, oh, you know what I just realized? Shoot, oh good. It's a little bit open here. I forgot I need to put the attacher in there because this is gonna slide in as an insert, so let me get that. I do want to show you both sizes if you've never used these. These are from Citrus Twist. They make a full one that's made more for like a 6x8 kind of size, and they now make a smaller one. Now, in theory, you could also just take one of these and cut it off yourself to get that, and that's fine. But if you don't want that hassle, you can buy these ready to go right in this size, and look at that, it's made perfectly for a 3x4 card. All right, there we go. That is attached. So now I have page 1 here, my second page I did over here. This will be the insert on this side, so really that's page 3. And then page 4 is a lovely card on the back. Now, I could add something here, but I think it would be way too busy with what's gonna come on the next side, so I'm actually just going to leave it as is. But 4 more things ready for Denver. Thanks for watching.